What is this bike and why did you design it?
This bike is the ENVO Stax. I designed it so it rides like a regular bike, it's fun to ride. The way we achieve this is having a battery in the seat post, so the weight is centered and keeps it very fun. This bike is all about not having bells and whistles. It's designed to be simple and light and efficient. However, we included some smart connectivity with a Bluetooth compatible display and controller, so you can connect with your phone and get navigation directly on your bike.
With regards to the actual design, is it more mountain bike? Is it more road? Is it a blend of two?
This bike is designed to be a road bike. However, it comes specs with 40mm tires, which can be used on gravel roads as well. It doesn't have suspension, so you don't want to go on trails per se, but it's designed to go around town or gravel roads.
Were there any compromises when you were designing this bike, trying to make it light from a performance perspective?
We designed this bike to have the same motor as our other bikes. It's a 500 watt motor. It's the maximum legal power. It also has considered a full range battery, which is close to 500 watt hours. So there's actually no compromises on performance.
What does a 500 watt motor provide a rider from an experience perspective?
A younger age fit person will output 150 watts as a very good workout. This motor can output 500 watts, more than triple your performances, which you really feel on the climbs. It makes the climb disappear.
Most other premium bikes use a mid-drive system. Why did you use hub motors?
There's a big advantage to hub motors is that it doesn't wear out your drivetrain. On the mid-drive, you have your motor in between your pedals, so all the extra power that coming from the motor goes through your chain and then your cassette and your derailleur, which wears out your drivetrain much faster.
And what about from a braking perspective? What's the brakes that are used? Is it hydraulic? Is it caliper?
It used Shimano hydraulic brakes because it's an e-bike. First, it's a little bit heavier, but also faster, so you definitely want to have good brakes. So we have hydraulic brakes with bigger 180mm rotors. From
a safety and compliance perspective, what was taken into consideration when designing this bike?
This is a Class 1 e-bike. It doesn't have a throttle, so it can be ridden anywhere in North America. Also, you might have heard of e-bike batteries catching fire. This battery is UL certified, so it's designed and certified to be safe.
The question that a lot of people will want to know is price point.
This bike retails for just under 2,500 Canadian, which is about 1,900 US. A comparable bike with the same sleek design and performances, 500 watts, same size battery, would retail for at least double the price.
What's a big differentiator between the Stax and a $6,000 comparison bike?
Yeah, a comparable bike might have mid-drive, but you're not gonna feel the performance difference. And as I said, it's harder on the drivetrain. So hub motors have their advantages, especially on bikes like these.
As a cyclist yourself, what's your experience been like riding this around?
It's a very, very fun bike to ride because the weight is nicely centered in between your legs. It rides just like a regular bike. I have just as much fun riding this bike as my 17-pound road bike.
Many of the other bikes in the industry are single speed and reliant on the battery, kind of more like a moped experience. From a bicycle perspective, what's been taken into the design elements here?
This bike has an 8-speed Shimano transmission, which has a full gear ratio. So even if you don't use the pedal assist, you can still pedal this bike around. The transmission is not designed to be used with electric assist per se. You can pedal this bike without the motor.
What accessories can you add to it?
Yeah, even though we have this very sleek design, we've added mounts everywhere. So you can add a water bottle cage, you can have racks and have panniers, you can have fenders, you can add a kickstand. You can also add a throttle if you want. So there's a lot that can be built on this bike as add-ons.
In the marketplace, where is this bike positioned? It's not a mountain bike. It's not meant to be kind of essentially taken off-road. It can go on gravel trails, no problem. Where does it fit? What is its perfect use case in your opinion?
This is a jack-of-all-trade e-bike. It's designed to be a very good commuter, be fun to ride, but you can also take it off-road on gravel roads. I designed this bike to look good, to be very light, have full power, and especially to be fun to ride. And because it's affordable, it's such a great value.